Feel old?
We are old. I said, like I said,
you're not. All right, Ludi, do you want to go back and hit some of the lines harder? He's like, nope. We would stop, like we'd finish Makes No Difference, and we'd just hear like, yeah.
Oh, we were shitheads.
Yeah.
Siamo tutti cresciuti con loro e probabilmente sono la colonna sonora di tutti noi nati negli anni 90. Sono beyond excited per questo momento. Qui con noi Cole McCaslin and Dave Brown from Sum 41. How are you doing, guys? I'm so excited to have you here.
Really good. We're excited to be back in Milan.
I know you come here quite a bit.
Yeah.
Every tour you come to Milan.
Yeah, we actually had 2 days off for this tour, for this little visit.
You were in Amsterdam before this?
Yeah.
Is Milan the only stop you do in Italy for this tour?
Yeah, but we'll be back in the summer to do some festivals.
Nice. You have some really big fans here in Italy. When I told my fans I was interviewing you guys, they went crazy.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so I'm so excited to have you here. So Order and Decline, you guys started working on this album right after you got off the tour for 13 Voices. So was the road like an inspiration for this album?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, every morning when we got up, there was some sort of news program on because, the big news that was in America and kind of like the world at the time was just the kind of like the shift in government, the way that like Trump came in power. Yeah, I mean, it was not a conscious effort. It was just when Derek writes, it just spills out of him.
Yeah.
And after the fact, maybe a month or two, he goes back over the lyrics and he's like, oh, okay, this is what it meant.
It's just like the hatred that comes through politics these days, and there's leverage on people's hate, and it's really ugly. Like if you're black, you're black. If I'm gay, so it's because I'm gay. Like there's always a reason to hate people, and that's what's coming through in our politics. And I feel like that was a big inspiration for your album. So how come the name? Because it's quite a strong name, Order and Decline.
Yeah, I think we just felt that like all the order in the world was in decline.
It would fit
everything
into every single country you went in, like that would be the definition of the current situation, like order and decline.
Yeah, like it feels like the order of everything is just kind of, it's going the wrong way.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things that I noticed was just trips to places like San Francisco and Los Angeles. The amount of people that are homeless and on the street now.
I've been to San Francisco recently, and it's disturbing.
Wild, right?
It's wild. Yeah. And I've heard something that happened in Paris, and someone broke into your truck. 15 refugees.
Yeah. That was
what happened?
Shocking. We were on our way to Paris, and I guess the truck driver had pulled over for some gas and for a break. And I guess they had broken into the back of the transport truck, and someone had locked it back up. So when we pulled up to the venue in Paris, he heard banging on the back of the transport truck.
Wow.
And so he called security from the venue, and they opened the door, and then 15 refugees kind of piled out of there and kind of went on their way.
But what really struck me was what you said under the picture. It was really kind and really sincere, and it was really going against all the hatred we see in the world, and I really liked the way you put that down.
Every case that they could get to, the refugees while they were on the truck, was opened, but no gear, no electronics, nothing that was of any crazy irreplaceable value was taken. It was literally
out of desperation.
Yeah, pants, clothes.
I mean, we weren't angry that they stole our clothes. Like,
but that's what I really appreciate about you guys. And when I read that post, I was like, wow, like it's a really smart way of going about something like this. Like so many artists would have just been like, these people broke into our
pissed off.
They didn't do something that was legal, but like the way you went about it was really.
Yeah, you can't really blame them.
It was really important for me.
I mean, all they want to do is escape their war-torn country.
Yeah.
So you can't blame them for what they did. They just want to go somewhere better.
You guys state this is your heaviest album yet. How come? I feel like it's a mix of like personal and political tracks. I wouldn't call this a political album because even the political tracks are from a very personal point of view. Mm-hmm. So that's what I feel makes this so heavy, because it's not just about the situation, it's about how you guys feel about this.
Yeah, it's got I feel this record's got a lot more depth.
Yeah, and I think lyrically, it's like you said, I think lyrically it's also heavy. Like it's not just musically heavy, like the content is heavy. Like even this, the softest song on the album, Never There, is a heavy song just because it's heavy in content. Like heavy in
it's about a family.
Content. It's about Derek never meeting his dad. So.
Yeah.
But you produced and mixed this album by yourself.
Well, actually, it was Derek that produced it. We all just kind of we just played our parts.
Well, Derek's just kind of been producing our album since 2007 now, and it just kind of works really well, and it's cheaper. And you know, just he's really good at it. And now he mixed this one for the first time. So
The music industry has changed a lot during the years. You started in 2001, now it's 2020. And you managed to grow with your audience, but you also managed to engage a whole new generation of fans. How?
That's a tough question.
Yeah, you know, I honestly don't. I think that maybe it's the YouTube clips, maybe it's the videos. Like,
I think it has to do with a lot to do with social media and
Yeah.
YouTube and stuff like that. You know, because our old videos are still up there. It could also have to do with bands that are coming up right now, saying that they listened to us growing up and stuff like that. And then the young kid says,
Does that make you feel old?
Well, we are old. So then kids will say like, "Oh, who's this Sum 41 old man band?"
Yeah.
I'll go check them
You guys
out.
are not even 40.
We're 40 this year.
Yeah, 39.
Yeah.
It's 39 until you're 40.
yeah.
I'm 24 until I'm 25. And so what do you think of social media? So you were talking about social media, like how does that play a role in a good or in a bad?
I mean, there's good and bad to it. I mean, we use it. Mostly, I think we just use it to promote stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I use it for. I just like promote the show or promote the album coming out or the single and stuff like that. I do like see on Twitter and stuff like that some really bad stuff. Like there's racism going on and sexism and all this other stuff. And, people use it as a platform to get out their political agendas and stuff like that. Like I think Trump's Twitter feed should be canceled. It's unreal.
Yeah.
I don't
Did you
even
ever
know
like
how he's
read
getting
stuff
away with it.
online and you want to just like fucking...
Yeah, I mean...
Because I get that all the time. I used to be like a hothead. I used to like go for it, but I learned to like shut my mouth.
Yeah, it's a scary time because of that.
So All Killer No Filler, it was your first album, 2001. How did you convince your parents that it was going to be your job? Because like when I told my mom I was going to work in TV, she was like why are you not a lawyer? Like why are you not a doctor?
We definitely all had different circumstances.
Yeah,
I think.
What happened with you?
I mean, I did, like, my parents wanted me to apply to college when I was 18, but I got rejected by every single one. So I just kind of like, it's like, now what am I gonna do? I was like, well, I have this band. They're like, yeah, maybe just go do the band then.
Where did you apply though? Like,
It was, I was gonna go into like, TV and radio broadcasting, like being like the tech people behind, doing sound and stuff like that. And it is really hard to get into.
Yeah,
But
sure.
I was definitely rejected
Man.
from every college, not just one, every single one.
Every single one.
So
How about you?
I don't recommend this because I am extremely lucky in this sense, but I dropped out in grade 11 because I decided at that point that I was either going to make guitars, fix guitars, or be a tech on the road.
Okay.
And it just turned out that my dad around, were we 7? It was 98 that we signed, right?
99.
99, okay, so 98 January, my dad's like, David, you have a year left, and after this year, you're gonna be going to college. And I was like, okay, all right, fair enough, and that's a good deal. And literally, my mom's birthday, December 12th.
It was an ultimatum, so from your dad, it was like...
Dude, yeah, like 1999, on my mother's birthday, we signed our contract with Island Def.
I was lucky.
Really lucky, like 19 days left, right?
19 days left.
So, Bring Me the Horizon, the English band, they just pulled out an experimental album where they collaborated with Halsey. Have you ever thought of doing something similar?
There's always thought, but never anything in motion. I mean, it'd be kind of cool to do something like that, but I don't know. Like when we get approached, it's more.
It's
like,
normally like more rock people. Like
Yeah.
we did a song with Iggy Pop in 2003. We did a Tenacious D song in 2001. Ludacris. Yeah, that was different actually. Yeah, that was cool. That was kind of the most different thing we've ever done, I think.
super fun.
Yeah, but it was like a rock song.
How's working with Ludacris?
It was really easy. It was he kind of shows up, raps the song twice and says that's it. And then he's out the door. I'm like,
It was the best. It was the best. Like, yeah, he literally does it twice, and our manager / producer at the time was like, "All right, Ludi, do you want to go back and hit some of the lines harder?" He's like, "Nope." Just walks out the studio.
Out of here.
yeah.
How about Italian bands? Do you know any Italian bands?
Well, Undead,
I mean,
right?
yeah. Well, I did a solo for some friends, but
Okay.
we got to keep it under wraps. So yeah, I mean, Italian punk rock bands have been have been kind of opening up for us ever since we
Yeah.
came here. So,
Yeah. It's normal.
It's been a slower process in Italy. Like,
Yeah.
as with everything in Italy, like we just, when everyone else thinks it's cool, we're like, okay, we'll do it.
Yeah, I think the first time we started playing here was 2001, and we played the club Transylvania. It's not around anymore.
No.
And it's
Non c'è più.
No, it's gone.
It's gone. Yeah.
Feel old?
Yeah. We are old.
No, you're not. But the thing is, you don't look, you don't sound old. Your music is not old. Like I can't believe you are old. No.
We played to 30 people that night
Yeah.
because Inter and Milan were playing down the street.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why.
So
So, like,
it's not a great night.
Oh, dude, yeah. we would stop, like we'd finish Makes No Difference, and we'd just hear like, yeah. We'd be like, oh, that's not good.
But we were actually on that trip, and our label at the time, they were telling us that they didn't think that we were going to do well in Italy, because rock music is not big, wasn't big here at the time or whatever. It was mostly pop, and they basically were flat out saying like, you guys can come here and play to couple hundred people if you want, but you really don't have, in not so many words, you really don't have a future in Italy.
Yeah,
and,
remember that?
Yeah.
I remember our
How crazy, huh?
Yeah, it was a strange
And now
thing.
you're like- 19 years later, ciao.
Yeah.
How many people tomorrow? I heard it's like
It's about 5,000 tomorrow.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
A couple hundred.
Yeah.
Amore.
Yeah. Over the years, as we've been coming here more and more, playing rock festivals and stuff, it seems like rock music's really growing.
It is. I told you when I told my fans, I wasn't very sure because I'm followed by very young people, very young. I mean 16.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna try and put this out. Like, I'm gonna tell them. They're like, whoa, no way.
Dude, my daughter's like almost 16, and she's like, yo, you guys are like too heavy. You gotta calm it down.
We're classic rock to her, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
How'd you like Italy? What do you think about it?
It's amazing.
It is?
Yeah, we actually haven't
Do
been
you
out-
ever travel here, like not for your tours, but like do you ever come here just to travel? Where have you been?
I haven't yet, but we'd like to still go.
I've heard
We
you've been
haven't
to
south.
Cinque Terre. Is it possible?
Oh yeah, I almost killed my fiance there.
Oh,
No,
that's
on
a story.
Yeah, like,
So you almost.
so we were in Florence for like a week, and we ended up going to the first city, and I'm like, yo, there is a path that we can walk.
Okay.
It's only about 12K, so we can make it. She's like, all right, cool. Like, we're both like, we keep fit. And the 17th kilometer, because we took so many wrong turns, we are literally, we're sitting on a sheer cliff like this, holding on to like chicken wire, like a little small fence, which are these beautiful grapes, which will someday make great wine. But my fiance is like, yo, just leave me. Just leave me. Because you look like right at your toes.
So she dumped you.
Yeah, it's just down to the sea. And we're holding on for dear life. She's like, just leave me. I'll survive on grapes as long as I can.
So does she want to come back to Italy?
Yeah. I don't think we're taking
Not
that
gonna go.
path anymore.
Yeah, not gonna go cliff jumping,
Yeah,
right?
I think she's taking the train.
Cabs everywhere.
But this isn't the first hike where she's been like, just leave me.
Really?
Granola bar or something like that.
So why'd you keep taking her hiking?
Because maybe it's part of me that where I'm like, yo, maybe she'll think I'm super brave. She'll be like, I can't go on anymore. I'll be like, oh, don't worry, darling.
Hang on to these grapes.
Yeah, like some 1950s super sexist movie. Yeah.
I've always wanted to be a rock star in the back of my mind because of like the tour bus and the touring. And how's that like?
I mean, it's nice. There's a kitchen. There's a bathroom. There's.
But it's still
there's
five
place.
of you on a tour bus. Like,
No,
does
no.
that-
No.
It's 5 members plus like all that.
Yeah,
does
crew
it
too.
Does it ever get a bit?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's tight on there.
Yeah.
But we used to tour in a van, so I mean, compared to a van and like shitty hotels,
Yeah.
tour bus is fine.
Yeah.
And we're just used to it now. Some people can't sleep on like in bunk beds on a tour
You
bus.
guys
but-
sleep in bunk beds?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We sleep
yeah.
three under each
Any
other.
like fun stories happening on like a tour bus? Like,
We're pretty mellow now, but there used to be a lot of hijinks
You
and
trash a few
shenanigans.
tour buses.
Oh yeah. We used to trash basically every tour bus, every tour.
Remember the first bus we got was on Campus Invasion, and we literally had this bus for 20 minutes, and somebody had put popcorn in the microwave for 50 minutes.
So the first thing you do when you get on a tour bus is you put popcorn in the microwave and you forget about
Time
it.
to snack.
Almost burned the bus down like 20 minutes into it.
Yeah.
But that's pretty rock star. Like that's what you would expect.
We've definitely spent a lot of money on repairs on
Yeah?
tour buses.
Yeah. What's the weirdest thing you repaired on a tour? Like what's the weirdest thing you broke?
TVs were broken. We've ripped the whole ceiling down from a tour bus roof before, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like when I came back in 2015, our reputation was notorious, so we were close to doing the first couple tours with like a bunch of grandmas on a Greyhound.
When I think about like rock stars or rock bands, punk rock bands, like that must be like the best thing. Spending time with like the crew and the band and like.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. Yeah, it's a good time.
What about hotel rooms? Have you been bad to hotel rooms?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, you guys were the worst.
Yeah, we were pretty bad.
I always think of one specific story where like I was super sick in Austria.
Okay.
And I just like I took all the orange juice out of the bus
This
that I
one.
could, and I'm just like chugging orange juice, and I'm just laying in bed, just like, oh man, this is the worst. And all I can hear in the hallway is just like the pitter patter of feet, and then all of a sudden, what I can only describe as like the sound of priceless art being smashed. No, they were just smashing art in the hallway. Yeah.
Yeah, we were smashing like original paintings off the hotel room. Like right in the hall. Well, they had it in the hallway. It's their fault.
Yeah, you shouldn't put expensive things in the hallway.
No, it's just get an IKEA painting. Yeah, we used to. I mean, in the mid 2000s, we were constantly doing stuff like that all the time.
I wish I met you in mid 2000s. Like I feel like that was like your best like.
We were shitheads.
Yes.
Yeah. We still have fun. I guess we just don't break as much stuff anymore.
No. See, we removed all the paintings from this room because we knew. I'm kidding. Thank you so much, guys, for being with me.
Oh, not a problem.
It was such a nice chat, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. It's gonna be a
Awesome.
blast.
Thanks
I'm
for being
coming.
here.
They're all coming. We're all coming tomorrow.
Amazing.
In Italy, we say merda, merda, merda before you start a show. So merda, 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 guys, for tomorrow.
Awesome.
Thanks. Merda, merda, merda.
Grazie, guys. It was amazing.
Yeah,
It was
thanks
so
a
much
lot.
fun.
Yeah, that was good.
Thank you.